It's not necessarily that bad, but guys like that, Christian Braun getting his second start. You have Vlatko Čančar, who is getting his first start of the season. And when backdoor look, and that's Christian Braun, who actually had a pretty good game. 7 points off the bench against the Pelicans last night. Drew dribbles up, pulls and fires, and hits the first three and the first bucket of the game. Usually there's a little more body movement and ball movement in that first play that's drawn up. Now, Aaron Gordon, it will be interesting to see what kind of game he can pull out of his hat. Nikola Jokic here tonight, the biggest question.
That's a great question. Turnover there for Giannis, but...
Oh, wow. Where'd that come from? Christian Braun. Giannis picks it up. I think he might be calling his own number here. He flips it up. The shot is missed, but the tip is good. And we got a delay of game. There's a 2 for Zeke Naji.
Yeah, he's playing well as of late, and I just think it's interesting to watch this team early on without Joker. Drew for 3 again, beautiful.
Long 2 is what they're calling it. Now for Milwaukee, and 4 turnovers for Denver. Only 9 total here for the game. Now she gives it up to a cutting Bruce Brown. Look, Joe Ingles came over, gave him some love. Drew Holiday in the interview came over, gave him some love. So you can just see how his teammates react to him. Wow, there's the first dunk from Gordon. Arguably the best dunker in the league. And there's another guy who can take it to the rack, and Giannis gets an and one.
Well, for Giannis, he sometimes in the first half really lets the game come to him. So he moves the ball every time he's on the attack. Well, you're seeing what he's doing right now. 20 points. Yeah. 6 rebounds, 5. It seems like it's just on repeat every single year. So you just got to hope he can get back into that mode very quickly.
And right on cue, pulls and fires, knocks down the 3-point shot. The turnover here for the Bucks. Transition opportunity, Jordan Warner. Spin move, nicely done. Goes hopping off the glass for his first 2. Largest lead in this quarter has been 7 here for the Bucks. It's been 4 here for Denver. Steve, is it realistic as a player to look at the injury report, get, fired up to play the #1 team in the West as Grayson Allen pulls up and fires, hits from deep?
Kind of that focus just regains.
Alley-oop finish. Nice play there for DeAndre Jordan to just kind of find the ball and throw it down.
Might be a center. He might be in his 15th year, but he's still one of the silliest guys in the league.
Brook Lopez didn't have to do much for that.
Obviously, as this second quarter starts, we hope they can settle down a little bit, make sure that they're the healthy team.
Now that's a Bones Highland appearance. Now he was...
I think if there's anything we're seeing so far is, look, this is the #1 team in the West, and there's a lot of guys out. Nice finish by Pat. Yeah, but and I think, he's certainly being humble, and I think that's a very respectful answer. DeAndre Jordan playing Jokic while he's out, but it's a respectful answer because, look, until you've won a championship, fine, but
that's going to be here.
I think Flavor Flav would appreciate that. Imagine he would.
Giannis looking for something and beats Pat Connaughton in the corner. Oh, Connie's corner firing up. Normally see that from 3-point territory. That was right around the 15-foot mark. Finger roll finish for Brown.
3-point shot.
Now with a chance to tie or take the lead. Khris feeding Giannis. That'll work as well.
As much as we talked about good hands right there by Khris, Denver wanted to be like Milwaukee. I think there's some things Denver does that Milwaukee could certainly really use.
Oh, Pat Connaughton for the lead. PC for 3.
He's in rhythm right now.
Yeah, he's definitely found his shooting rhythm. We felt like he would, right? It was just a matter of time. There's a spin move for Bruce Brown. In case you're wondering and hadn't heard, right knee tendinitis was the reason for his late scratch. Right in the pregame. Pat Connaughton from up top. Talk about finding his rhythm. PC all about it. Hasn't missed a shot yet tonight. Too strong on that attempt that time by Bruce Brown, and here comes Drew. Surveying things, he's got that left side open for him, and he takes advantage. The Drew back down for 2.
I mean, it's a special matchup, but to not have him out there, of course, is a bummer. And it's as much to see them compete as it is to see nice movement.
But it was a subtle thing. Michael Malone said, if you don't want to vote for Jokic because you don't think he deserves it, that's fine. But don't not vote for him because he's won it the last 2 times. But he gave a list of names of other people competing for the MVP.
I think you bring up a very interesting point. If you didn't mention Giannis,
kept waiting.
He's campaigning. You don't blame him.
The three falls.
To really make teams pay when they would go under and they'd stay off them, and they kind of build a wall like they do to Giannis. Nice move right there. I think that are created by Jokic when you're a cutter like Gordon and you're looking to go one-on-one, and so he's playing well tonight.
How about the three falling for Chanchar?
And you can see what they were looking at right there was Ish Smith, one of the smallest guys on Denver's roster, trying to guard Gordon.
That's Chanchar feeding Aaron Gordon for another dunk. Sitting on 9 rebounds tonight for Gordon.
Yeah, Chanchar is a pretty versatile player. He shoots it well, he passes it. Nice shot by Drew, knocking that three down, but that's a great extra pass. That's a shot you want. Those are going to fall. As long as you got to keep shooting those.
And the transition look there for Chanchar. Got caught up with Brook, right before that Memphis game when he was leading the league. He said it would mean something to him. He doesn't follow it on a daily basis, and you wouldn't expect him to. Drew Holiday now with 18 points. But I love the fact that he said it would mean something to him. Took some pride in that.
Yeah, that's one of those stats, you ask a guy like, it doesn't matter how many points you have. A lot of times guys are going to say, no, Ish Smith, nice pull-up.
Joe liked what he saw. He pulled the trigger. A 3-point edge. Here for the Bucks. Make it a 2-point edge.
Has been missing. Having Drew Holiday carry the load, great. He's capable. But obviously to be great, you got to have him back out. So I think that offense comes up nice.
Khris, alley-oop to Giannis. That connection is back. He makes them pay. 11-point advantage, largest lead here for the Bucks. Desperation shot for Jeff Green right before the buzzer. Out to PC. How about a perfect 5 for 5? Brown misses the bunny. To the Highland. How about Gordon's turn? How many opportunities Denver's going to get?
At this point, I think, look, Javon makes that, you love it, and it's a day. He misses. Obviously, that's what you put yourself at risk at. Going down the other way, it ends up being a 6-point swing, but...
Khris Middleton, 10 points in 15 minutes off the bench in his second game, in his second return, if you will, this season. Grayson Allen for 3. For the season, they've been averaging about 14 makes, so they're right on that pace. Allen, wow, Aaron Gordon with the follow. They're asking for offensive basket interference. They're not going to get it.
Yeah, that looked very close. It looked like it was on the cylinder.
Back cutting Pat Connaughton to make it a 12-point advantage once again.
Yeah, and that's why these kind of games, look, the Bucks are playing Denver, but as you watch around the Eastern Conference, like you said, you see Milwaukee climb up those standings. They get Khris Middleton back. Jeff Green knocking that jumper down there, but 15 games under his belt. Khris Middleton back in the rhythm, big 3 out there. These are the kind of games you got to get wins.
Joe tried that little pocket pass. Results in that. A slam dunk transition style.
Same thing. He realized, look, under 6 minutes, got this game where you want it. You just got to get some shots to go.
Jason Kidd over help side. Tough shot to make for Bruce Brown.
Good job knocking some free throws down. And late game is when Giannis is at his best.
I've heard from Christian Brown in a while. I'm sorry to say that. Now he's got a double-double with that rebound, 19 and 10. Giannis flips it up with the right hand. Give him an and 1. So much goes into that, trying to keep guys healthy, get them back into the season as Gordon knocks down the distance shot.
There's one thing that's for sure. When Giannis is out there, he's going 1,000%.
Looks it off to Joe Ingles, gave Joe a wide open look, and he says thank you immediately after that pass.
This is always going to be Giannis' team, and getting everybody in rhythm, I think, is the most important thing.
Giannis' night is done, and another 3-pointer for Jeff Green. The coach wanted to see some fight and watch them compete. They did exactly that here at Fiserv Forum. But it's a win for the Bucks, 107-99.